Monogam-ish contains content intended for mature audiences. The views expressed here are for entertainment purposes only. Please enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Justina.
And I'm Kenji.
And we're Monogam-ish. Thank
So-
you so much.
All right. So today we have some cool-ass people. These are some
I
of my
know.
favorite people. I love you guys
I know.
so much.
We have been trying to put this together with you guys for
Since like November.
I know.
months.
Easily.
I know. And so I'm so glad it finally came into fruition. Damn COVID.
Yes.
I know. Fucking COVID.
It's ruining up the swingers' lives all around.
Everywhere. Bastards. Casual sex is dead. Huh?
So today we have Skylar and Anna. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
So let's start. We always like you to not only both identify your personal sexuality, but your guys' relationship status as well.
Ladies first, always.
I identify as bisexual.
Okay.
We're not really in an open relationship, but we're part of the lifestyle.
Okay.
I don't really know how to define us.
Okay.
Do you guys play with just women?
Mhm.
Only women.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
play with other guys. I only play with other women.
Okay.
So
So I'm guessing you're straight then too.
I am, yes, heterosexual. And yeah, that's kind of just what brought us to it, and we love doing it together. And I love even sitting back and just enjoying her enjoying herself.
Just the view.
Yes.
It's never a bad time. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Oh.
I love it. So how long have you guys been married?
going on 12 years?
Carry the two. Yeah, sure.
12 years.
I
Congratulations.
know.
Thanks.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah,
Have you
me.
been together even longer?
15?
Since '07.
Okay.
We met in
Twe-
February of '07.
Was this high school?
No.
Okay.
No, we're damn near pushing 40.
Shut up, really?
We're going to be
Yes.
37 this year.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Right
Congratulations.
on. Hella good.
We actually were working together,
Yep.
and she was kind of my superior at the point.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
More,
I
yeah.
was.
Uh-huh.
And we were with other people at the time.
Okay.
Funny thing is, we went on a double date after we all started hanging out. Double date with our other people, not together and not lifestyle-esque. Just a double date out with friends, and we were clicking and talking, and they were talking. They're like, at the end of it, they're like, you guys are going to get married.
Our significant others
Like,
told
they
us this at the
flat
time.
out told us, like,
Oh,
mine
wow.
was, she was so worried, and hers was like, yeah, you guys are going to end up together. Like, it just ended
What?
up
Yeah,
that
it
way.
was
It was
really
really
it was
weird.
a really bizarre situation.
Yes.
I'm on like a lunch date with my boyfriend at the time. He's like, "You're gonna end up marrying Skylar," and I'm like, "Why are you saying this to me? Like, this is kind of weird."
How long were you with that boyfriend at the time?
About a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And
Wow,
after
so
this
this wasn't
one
just-
meeting, he just could tell that you guys had such a connection.
Yeah.
Well, he even worked with
Wow.
us.
Yeah. He worked with us
Oh.
too.
Oh, so he knew you guys on other
Yeah.
levels.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he saw you guys.
But even at work
But
at the
we were,
time, we
like,
were very
Professional.
professional.
We
Right.
weren't trying
And
to flirt with each other. It just
Until things took other steps, then it went, all right, we didn't care. I mean, I remember jumping over our bar because you were chasing me or locking each other in the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Oh, shit. How long were you with your significant other before that?
Off and on for about 4 years.
Oh, wow. So you're
For a
just,
good commitment for like 2, but off and on for the first 2, it was
Mhm.
off and on. But yeah,
wow. So you guys were in like long-term relationships, and they saw this. Did
They-
she work with you guys too?
no.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
So you meet at this lunch. They are like, you guys are gonna get married, and then how long before that you guys are together, or after that? Sorry.
I'll say 6 months we were full on together after
Yeah.
that. We had some, we both split up from those other people. Other people were involved at points.
We were hanging out with friends, just as
Exactly.
like friends basis. We weren't doing anything yet, and yeah,
It took that step. And then once it did,
here we are.
exactly.
Wow. That's cool as
so
hell.
Awesome.
Was there always an attraction? Mutual attraction?
I think so.
I think so. Well, at the time, I won't lie, I was about 250, 250 pounds. I was a bigger gentleman at the time. Got even bigger than that. So, yeah, I mean, we had that attraction of who we were as people.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, hey, I always will respect you loving me at my worst.
Hey, make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything.
Hell yeah.
I'm a
we
funny
were
guy.
just talking about
Completely
that. I know
agree.
you are. We were just talking about that earlier.
And you know
Oh.
what? We've both been there. I've lost over 100 pounds. From where I've been in the past, and
Yeah, I lost 130 when I dumped my ex.
that weight. You're just carrying it,
Oh
you
my
know?
God. So light. I was just going.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he loved me then at my worst too.
Exactly. You know, looks fade. You know,
Yes.
it's all about being with each other, the personality, you know, making each
100%.
other laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and just being there, like, you know,
Putting a
like
smile on your face.
once
Exactly.
I found her, I was like, holy shit, there's this like amazing woman that is somebody completely different than I've ever met before.
Yep.
You
It
know?
really is.
And it was like, wow, and it just sort of like
It just
I really
clicks.
liked her, you know, but it just sort of grew over time, you know, and it was like, oh, I don't ever want to fucking her leave me, but if she does,
Exactly. Like, it's crazy that way. I always tell her it's that Benjamin Button syndrome. You know, like in that movie, Benjamin Button, Brad Pitt's like
Yeah,
so old,
yeah.
Right.
and that girl loves him.
Right.
And then he starts to become younger and looking good, and they start to click in that middle where I felt I was more in her realm, because I always felt I was at a place like, man, I hit every lucky branch down that tree twice.
Hell
And
yeah.
but yeah, you know, like
Hell yeah.
she makes me want to be a better person every day. And as long as I can still keep making you laugh, I'm all for it.
Aw.
Yeah,
See,
well,
I love that.
my man.
And this is exactly why I originally asked you guys to be on the show, because we want to show people that these are really stable marriages. These are very
yes.
happy marriages where the amount of respect, communication, and admiration is, if not equal to or greater than some of
Communication is
the monogamous
everything.
Yeah.
relationships out there.
Trust,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
all of it, you know, and oh gosh, because a lot of people don't have that shit,
Yes.
and
I mean,
it sucks.
makes you stronger. Like, we talk about everything.
Right,
Doesn't matter, good, bad, we're going to talk about it, and it's going to make us stronger at the end.
right. So were you guys into, obviously you knew she was bi. So how did
Oh.
the discussion come up of playing with other
Whoa.
people
So-
post-marriage?
I didn't really realize. I mean, before him, I had messed around with a girl once or twice. Nothing like major. It was very casual type, like just fucking around with people, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
But I didn't really realize it until we got more into the lifestyle how much I enjoyed girls.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
like, I always knew it was there. I enjoyed watching lesbian porn with them and stuff, you know. So that fascination was there, but it didn't
Right.
really like blossom until he allowed me to blossom, really. I felt comfortable enough with him that I was able to express myself fully.
So how long before you guys, or how long after you guys got together and were married and stuff, did you guys start dabbling in this?
We've been in the lifestyle about 5 years now.
So, yeah,
Okay.
we were 5 or 6, but again, we had, in our first year after we got married, we had a daughter
Yeah,
Not a lot of
I got
people-
pregnant right away.
that we
Okay.
trusted, even family-wise, where we were at, to watch our daughter. So we stayed at home a lot. We were very
Yeah.
homebodies. We
Mhm.
enjoyed that life. We still do. And then, yeah, once we started being able to go out a little more, it was like, all right. I remember we went to a strip club out in the desert, out in Southern Cali, and this girl, we're in line, and this girl and her guy are getting into it. And we had already had some drinks. The strip club was probably like our third stop. And she like tried to steal this girl. She's like, "You're coming with us."
He's
I'm not
talking
gonna
about
let-"
me. Like, I was trying to take this girl away from her guy. I'm like, you don't need this. You don't need this
Like-
negativity in your life. Like, just come,
Yeah.
come hang out with me. We're good. We got
Right.
you, girl. Like, come on.
You know, I mean, like I'm taking my earrings off, my watch, because I'm like, she's gonna
Right.
get me in the fight with this guy. Like I'm
Right.
just standing there. I'm not even trying. And this guy's, I'm like, oh god, here we go. But and then as a guy, and again, she said the porn I like to watch. She's like, I want to play some moves. I'm like, I want to watch that. So I won't lie. I Googled, where can I go in Southern Cali to watch my wife play with boobs? Literally just Googled that. It was like, here, Club FA, Freedom Acres in Southern Cali. Big ass lifestyle club.
Club
Okay.
FA.
Club
Yeah.
FA.
Okay. Is it still
Like-
there? Is it still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, they're a
they've been
very
there.
popular resort out there.
See,
Really?
They're a club and a resort.
yeah.
Like the resort's
Oh.
like a
You
mile
see
away
certain
from it.
celebrities there. I'm
Oh,
like,
no
I didn't know
shit.
you were into this. I didn't know you were into
Yeah,
it.
it's an amazing club.
Yeah.
And you've seen the ranch, so I like that you can say that because we have one of the better clubs, I think,
Yes.
in the country.
Oh, definitely.
So if you say it's amazing, because you guys both worked at the ranch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I love to know it. So Club FA. And
Yeah.
where is
Freedom
it at
Acres,
again?
or it's Club FA. It's,
It's
in DeVore. So it's like
DeVore.
30 minutes out of LA,
San Bernardino County.
about
Okay.
an hour from where we were.
Okay.
So we look it up. I was like, hey, how about we go try let's go this place. She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. She said, yeah, really quickly. Okay, let's go.
I'm like, fuck yeah, let's
So
go.
we
yeah.
get a sitter. We're going out. We're dressed up for the night. And again, it's like an hour from us. I'm driving there. Man, I'm starting to feel sick, nauseous. I'm like, what am I doing? And she's over there like a giddy schoolgirl. I'm like,
My girl.
no, really. I was like, she is so down for it right now. And I'm like scared. Like,
Why were
I'm
you scared?
nervous. I was a square growing up. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
I didn't start drinking alcohol, smoking weed, not until I was about 21.
Shut up. Really?
I had to be a straight A
Well,
student.
isn't that the age
the
that
good
you're supposed
boy.
to start drinking alcohol?
See, a lot of
Shut
my
up.
friends, though, weren't.
Right? I was drinking at like 13.
Yeah, so,
Dude, that's I'm like,
you know, I'd be at the party with the red Solo cup and the punch was in it. I was like, it's so strong. I know.
See, I think Italy
That is
cured me of
hilarious.
that shit because when I was like 11, my mom was like, it's rude if you don't drink their wine. They've
Yeah.
all made their own wine.
Yeah.
And all I can think about is this heavy-set Italian woman with hairy-ass legs and feet, like stomping the grapes in front of me. And because that's what
She
this
said-
shit smells like, that my mom is like, you better fucking drink this. You're going to embarrass the shit out of me. Like talking under her like breath. You better fucking drink that wine and put a smile on your face and say you like it. And so I never wanted to drink again after that because it was
Oh.
so freaking nasty.
and to this day, she can't drink wine.
Mm-mm.
Really?
She's like,
I
oh,
love
fuck
me
that.
So I'm
Oh, no.
got that Italian heritage as well, and even my mom, like, so I guess I never was rebelling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she told me it's straight A's or you're getting your ass beat. I grew up with a
Damn.
single mom.
Oh,
that was
A
my
B,
mom.
a B plus wasn't good. Like it
Nope.
was A's or nothing. Like I'd
A's or
get a B,
nothing.
and I'm like, shit, I gotta show her I got a B. But she'd buy me alcohol at 17 or 18, like Jack, like would buy me, and I guess there was no rebellion to it. I was like, I don't like it. I don't want it.
Was she like, I'll get it for you. You could party here. I don't want you going out in the streets
Well,
doing it.
again, she didn't want me to be also, again, growing up with a single mom, she didn't want me to be like out of place, not having that dad there to have that first beer
That's what
or
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
do
I'm,
something
yes,
like this.
Yes,
she
at
wanted me to
home.
feel included in things. But she's also not like, cops better never bring you home, better never see a DUI or anything like this. Like, there was still rules to it.
Oh yeah.
But she's all like, all right, here. But again,
Safe
I was
at
like,
home.
I don't really
Mhm.
want it. And with the weed, that was always a no-go.
Really? So
Well,
she,
'cause
you,
my
you were
mom,
okay
my
to
dad
drink?
was a very heavy smoker of cigarettes, weed. He got into a lot of the heavier drugs as he grew up.
The fucking weed, the gateway drug.
Right.
Well, like, yeah, it went even worse than that. I'm gonna leave that for another
hey.
day. But
I think all of our parents do that shit.
exactly.
One time or
So
another.
I
God
always was
damn it.
scared. Am I gonna fall into that? So I was like, no. You know, I'm doing me. I'm good. And then yeah, I fell in love. Like I'd rather smoke than drink now. I love the recovery, the way it makes me feel, everything.
Really? Are you more of a like a upper or downer?
Upper.
Really?
Sativa.
Sativa.
Yeah.
Indica into
Hey.
the couch. Like if I have to be like and have an injury to really want some indica, just so it
Really?
relaxes me and kicks me back. I
Yeah.
want to
Right.
laugh. I want to have fun. I want to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I still feel, everything with it.
Right. And you remember shit, which doesn't happen with alcohol.
Right?
Oh, I
And then when you
know.
mix them both, it even makes it even better.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we've had that experience once or twice.
Man, you guys, I always feel the peer pressure. She's like, let's go. I'm like, fine, let's go.
He's like, you just straight put it in my mouth, so I
I
had
was telling
to.
her, I was like, no.
Okay,
She's all like,
oh,
you
oh,
smoked?
yeah.
I was like, I was like, no, pass it. And it came around the second time. She just put it straight. And I was like, once it hits the lips, it's just so good.
Once it hits the lips.
But so back to driving up to FA. Giddy schoolgirl. We park in this parking lot. Have no idea of even what's going to be about it. We go in there. We're still nervous. They give us the tour, the first time.
So,
This
like,
place has
something
like
that the ranch
security
doesn't do?
guards. Very rare, yeah. No, I won't lie.
I
Like
mean,
they have to have
Yeah, I've seen people get tours at the ranch.
Once
Yeah,
in a
I have.
every
blue
now
moon.
and then. Like they
Yeah.
have to ask, like, yeah, can I have a tour for them to be like, all right, let's. Give
And
her
then
a
they'll go.
tour."
And then they'll go. Oh, you're a member? Hey, why don't you go ahead and
Oh,
take them on a
yeah.
tour?
Yeah, come on.
Fuckers. You know.
Hey, it's a good icebreaker though. You're meeting people, so.
It is, but it's not their responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They asked me
And-
quite a few times, and I'm, me, I'm all, and so I'm all, I'll be right back. Gone. Totally fucking forget
he's
about
rushing.
that. Yep.
And let's clarify too. A big part of the reason why he's such a stickler about that is because so many people don't know the rules, and then
Yeah.
they get there and they're overwhelmed.
And he said this.
Yeah, and they think it's like a vanilla bar. Their no really means no, and when you're not told, hey, no means no here. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get kicked out and never come back. Not
Yeah,
just
86.
right. And
Mhm.
so it's a lot easier, I think, to be upfront and give them a tour, let them understand what's okay and what's not okay,
Definitely.
versus just saying, thanks for your money. See you later. Have fun.
No, exactly. I mean, you gotta the
I mean,
etiquette.
you want people to come back, so
Right.
you want everyone to have that respect with each other.
Mhm.
Right.
And you don't want no hostility. Like, there's times where people are taking photos and you don't need this. Like, you don't want this. Like, hey,
Right.
no, keep your phone. Like, if you're checking a text, like, yeah, we have kids. A lot of people have kids.
Mhm.
Right.
You might have a sitter. Like, hey, something might go on where it's like, I'm checking my phone, but I'm not going to be walking around with my phone like this. I'm going to pull it to the side and
Oh, right.
do a little
See,
tap.
the FA club that we went to, they were like strict no phone policy. Like you couldn't even have it out taking pictures.
Oh, wow.
My
Yeah.
gosh. Okay,
Because they wanted people to feel comfortable
good.
being out there.
Right.
Good. So they give you tours. They have security,
Yes.
like armed security.
No,
I don't think they're
just
armed, but bigger
But
guys.
they're but
bigger.
you know,
Like,
yeah.
if you're going to a
bouncers.
nightclub, like
Exactly.
a bouncer.
Bouncers.
Exactly.
Man,
Because
that
this is more of a nightclub feel there.
I love it.
like one whole side of the club, they had 2 different dance floors. It was
Two
total
different DJs.
2 different DJs, like stripper poles too, but full
Love
on
that.
nightclub. And then they had a 2-story other side of the club that was all different types of beds, like cubbies.
Cubbies, a
full
room
on-
where
yeah.
you
We
gotta
had
go
to be
check this place
naked.
out.
You really,
You
it's
have-
amazing.
If you're in a certain room, you have to be naked.
Yeah,
no
they
towels,
had
nothing.
the blue room that was
Oh.
like upstairs and towards the back where you had to be completely
The
naked.
orgy
See?
room. They have there's things you learn.
God, that's what we were talking
Oh,
about.
Wow.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
they
God.
have the fetish room where they had the X and like they had
The
the
swing.
the
and
swings
they have all
and
kinds
stuff.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we were talking about that. We were like, dude, why doesn't the ranch like section shit off and be like, okay, you can only do this here, or you can
Yes.
only do this here? Like, you go down there and it's like you go downstairs and it's to the big bed to the left, and dude, there's a big ass bed, and then everybody hangs around the outside.
On the
Yeah.
couches or
yeah,
right over
on
there.
the
and just
couches
like,
and shit. And then if somebody's on the cross and shit, you got to be like, hey, do you mind if you move so we can do this? You know,
yeah,
and it's like, dude,
see,
either fucking play or don't.
Yeah.
Why are you downstairs? Like, dude, why
If
are you
you just want
downstairs?
to hang out, that's what the bar upstairs
you're
Take
just
your ass
looking.
upstairs.
Yeah, if you're just
Exactly.
wanting to look.
Yeah. Or like, why don't if you go into this room, you know that this is strictly like you're gonna be like a voyeur room.
yes.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
because I hate. She's like, dude, you want to go and play? And I'm like, dude, I hate if when we go play and there's like 20 different fucking people there and nobody's fucking playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking do this shit by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
No, no.
motherfucker.
Right.
And even what was cool is like they had one of those, what is it, those 2-way mirrors or 1-way mirror, whatever it's called. So in like one room, they're not seeing you, but they know that there's a mirror where you're being watched, like you're getting interrogated.
That's
So you could,
fucking
if
cool
you
as
just want to
shit.
sit back and watch, yes. But you're not being that weirdo that's just like right over them looking
Yeah.
like.
Right.
Dude, we caught this weirdo at the fucking ranch one night. All right, we're
You know
going
the
down the
fake
stairs.
plant on the
Okay,
corner.
like right when you're going downstairs and there's like right in front of you and shit, there's a fake plant. There used to be a fake plant right there and shit, right by the bench. And dude, we're just walking and shit. I'm like, look at this fucking single guy. What the fuck is he doing? Dude, it's a fucking voyeur place. You could fucking freely look and be okay. And this motherfucker is behind the plant, like looking
being
through
a
the
total
plant.
creeper.
Like
And we were
separating
like-
them like that and everything. It was like you were watching it on a movie.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
We were dude, we passed him. I was like, dude, what the fuck is that shit? Like, it's okay. Oh my god.
So
shit
one of
freaks
the
me
other
out.
cool things was they had certain days where single guys aren't allowed.
Yeah.
You
Fridays
felt
and
more
Saturdays.
secure,
Yeah,
and
Fridays
you
and
felt
Saturdays,
just
single
like-
guys were not allowed.
They had to show up with the female. If they even showed up and they split up, so be it. But they showed up with someone else. They're not letting like,
Dude, these are all fucking rules that should be applied at the ranch.
Yeah.
cause you
So-
could be playing downstairs and and they'll like trying to peek through the little curtain. The curtain's shut. Don't put your face through the curtain.
Right.
Dude,
Yeah.
we
and
were
that's what things need to be like with the sheer curtains. It's okay if you watch.
Yeah.
But don't join. When you completely open the curtains, then maybe you're
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 inviting.
inviting somebody to ask you
And
to
see,
join.
if they're not going to give proper tours at the ranch, at least like post that down there.
Right.
Like
have
at
a
least
list
have
of
like
rules
yes.
posted.
dude, we're in one of those fucking cubbies downstairs and shit, and this Indian guy like pops in out of nowhere, and he's
Yes.
all, "Hey, do you mind if we join?" And I was like, "No, get the fuck out of here."
Yes.
And he was all, "Okay, but do you mind?" And I'm like, "No, dude, what
And-
the fuck are
And
you
he
fucking
kept
doing?
asking me if I could touch my feet.
Can I touch your feet?" And dude,
And I'm like,
Oh my God.
you're like really killing the mood right here for me right
yeah,
now.
dude, we're like right in it. And I'm all, dude, I'm going down on her. Like, dude, in between your fucking legs, like,
Yeah.
dude, why are you fucking talking to me right now?
Right?
Why am I
You're
stopping
ruining
to
my fun. Yeah, if the window thing's closed or if I
Yeah.
see it, I'm like, yeah, come on. Because you'll get that. You'll walk by and someone's like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Or, come
Yeah.
But dude,
No,
my
that
wife
could
had
be
like not
signs.
shown any interest to this guy
I
all
didn't even
fucking
know
night.
he was there.
And
yeah. I mean, we
dude.
get lost in it. You know, you
do.
don't pay attention to what's going on
Right.
around you because you're enjoying your moment.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So this club, I got to ask, just out of curiosity, and I'm sure the prices change all the time, but was the pricing structure where they had like an annual fee, or you could pay monthly, or did you pay per time?
So you had to have like, even at the ranch, the membership. So it was like $50 or whatever. And then I don't think they had where you can pay for the year. It was per party, but they gave a lot away. Like at every event, every Friday or Saturday, whoever had the best outfit, here's a free ticket to come to our next party. They'd be giving out freebies all night. So people were like, okay.
They're just little
let's
business
have
cards.
fun.
Like, you dressed up for the event, here's 50%
Come,
off your next time.
So you're not having to pay the $100. You're paying
Oh,
50 or 40.
And then it enticed people more to participate
Dress
in the
up.
event.
And fucking dress nice.
Yes.
And not like
Yes.
fucking trash.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yes.
Not with fucking like flip-flops and cargo shorts, motherfucker.
Or
I like
just
the dress code, but it only applies to some people, I guess. There, it's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
It really
Right.
is.
Motherfuckers.
I love the ranch. The ranch to me is more. It's more of a laid back.
It's a casual
Atmosphere.
bar.
It is.
Yes. A casual.
But it could be improved, for sure. As
Casual
with
sex
all
club.
of them.
Everyone,
I mean,
yes.
you know, this is such a new niche
Mm-hmm.
in terms of having major clubs around the world.
Yes.
Like, ideally, we have talks about having one where it's franchised, where if you have a membership and you want to travel, you can go to the one in Jamaica, or you can go to the one in California,
That's
or you can.
and that would be
And
amazing.
you're a
Right.
member of all of them, and depending on what level you want, if you just travel locally and you don't do internationally, you can pay one fee, or things
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I mean, just like at the ranch, it's such a tight-knit community.
Right.
Like, everybody, wants to be a part of it. So,
And it's a tight-knit community, even when there are people that are not local.
yes.
like,
No, of course.
We play a majority of the time when we travel.
Mm-hmm.
And we have friends now, in Hawaii and California and all over the world that we've played with and that we still remain friends with and,
Yeah.
are in contact with. And
Mhm.
so that community can stretch beyond borders. And I love
Yes.
that.
Definitely, because it's the connections you're making.
It is. And amazingly, we're like really behind in the United States compared to the rest of the world.
Oh yeah.
So they're already so on this train and in this lifestyle, and
Yep.
they're just even more welcoming with open arms at
Oh
this
my
point.
God,
so.
we were in Paris and there was like a whole like section.
Yeah.
We came out of the what was that called? As a movie.
The
Moulin
show.
Rouge.
The
Mo-
Moulin
I
Moulin
went,
Rouge.
I went to that when I was in Paris at
Yes.
16, and even at 16, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Okay, but dude, but when you walk out of there, you're in this
You're in
section.
the
it's like
community of it,
technically like the
yes.
red light district, and we were
Uh-huh.
like, "What the fuck is
I
going
know.
on over here?"
This is where we need to
Huh,
be. This
huh.
is where we ended up in the right place.
I know, right?
I
Mhm.
mean, Amsterdam one day.
Oh yeah.
Gotta make it out there.
One day.
The
one day.
first time I went to Amsterdam, I was 11,
Really?
and my mom was like, "Well, let's go check it out." I was like,
Why are they
"Okay."
behind them windows? It's like window shopping.
I know. It's insane. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I love how far ahead they are. I wish even just alone in the United States we would get over nudity being
Yeah.
such an issue. Like it shouldn't be weird.
Yeah.
I know there should be no free the nipple movement.
Right.
It should just be okay.
Like how
you
many
know, like-
men's
like-
nipples do you see every summer?
Yes.
They look
No,
exactly
really.
a lot of them look exactly like women's nipples.
You
Yeah.
know?
like
So, like, we'll be at the ranch, and I'm like, all right, just you could go as you want, dress however, take off whatever you want. Let's play pool, so you're taking off clothes faster. And then we're at home, and like a window's open. They're like, they might see me. I'm like, the neighbors might just like us more now.
Yeah.
It's like you're okay doing. Let's just be, with it all.
right.
Oh man.
When we were in Monaco one time, we were stuck in traffic on the highway, and I'm like, "Look, babe," and we look up, and there's a huge window, and the guy is showering, and it's clear glass, and he's butt naked, and he's just showering, and he's like,
He's looking
just
at.
watching the traffic.
He's like
and-
watching the traffic. I was like, swear to God, we fucking eye connected
I knew him so much more after that moment.
I know. I was just like, okay, this is what this is all about.
So now that we know about the club, tell us about your first experience there.
Okay.
Was it the first night?
First night, yes.
First night.
So, again, it was all about seeing her again, play with some boobs, play with a beautiful woman. So I think we're on the dance floor at one point, and a girl comes over, can I kiss you? And we're like, yeah. It was, God, I can't think of their name. I apologize. But we hooked up with her again later on. Down the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And she goes, can I kiss you? And I stepped back and I was like, babe, if you're down for it. And you're like, you guys went right for it. And I was like, all right. And that's where it stopped right there. We hung out. We had some more drinks.
Danced a little.
And we're like, we're going to go walk around downstairs and just see what's going on, like explore. After the tour, we got there right when they opened, so nothing's going on. So we're just seeing it. So we're like, all right, we're going to walk down there. We're walking around a little bit, and then we're about to be leaving from downstairs, and some girl runs up to us. And she's talking, and she goes, I think you're so hot. Do you want to fool around? And then, like, all right, let's go. So she was with the guy. We went up into one of the cubbies, like the upstairs cubbies. The guy just sat back, and the girl started playing, and I sat back. And
because me and her had kind of talked, like, I told her I don't play with other guys. Like, my husband's totally cool just, like, watching us and, like, sitting back. So that's kind of how we just kind of started going at it.
Yeah. And I mean, I still can remember that moment because sitting back and just watching, because, like, you straddled her and you were making out. But your body movements, the way you, like, grabbed her and the way you were so into it, it was so hot. It was such a turn on. I mean, like, that moment. And then I was quite surprised when you're like, can my husband play with your boobs too? And she's like, yeah. And then you're like, all right, I can come play too. All right. Because we had never talked about that. It was always just about her.
Right.
Like, it even still took us probably a good year before I even really played with a girl with you.
Yeah.
Because it was all about her. And then she's all like, you can do a little bit more. You can do a little here. And then it even took a little bit more time before it was more even like full-on intercourse with another girl with you.
Yeah.
We took our steps, and we enjoyed every step of the way.
Did you ever feel like during those steps, like maybe you were like being left out or something like that?
No, never left out. Jealous, yes.
See, and people think jealousy doesn't exist in this lifestyle.
It's not a bad thing. Even being jealous of her, I wasn't jealous that she was doing something with the girl. Like, I want to be doing that. I was jealous that someone was doing something to you and making you feel those ways, but it was a good jealousy. Never like, I'm angry, I'm mad. No, it was like, oh, man, look at the way that she's making you feel. I want to do that to you, and that's what I loved about it. So, no, it was jealous. I liked the jealousy factor of it because I still wanted to feel jealous over her. Doesn't matter if she was with a girl or a guy. Doesn't matter. That just knew that I was still all for her. I was all about her. It was, again, never an anger jealousy. It was just like, oh, now when we get home, I want to make you tingle like that. I want to make your toes curl. Like, it was just, okay, all right, Skylar, step up your game now. So there was probably envious in it, but it was more like, no, I still want to do that to you. I want to be the one.
He has a very competitive spirit.
Okay.
No shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's dragging on to our daughter because literally parent-teacher conference, the teacher was like, I've never seen such a competitive child before.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like
Like with anything?
Just playing games at school, she's like, I've never seen a child so competitive before. I'm like, well, she gets that from him.
Does
like
the teacher
Hangman.
know about fantasy football?
Our daughter is getting into it now.
Yeah.
She's finally even like, she'll be sitting and watching sports with me, watching a basketball game or watching a football game. And football's in our house on Sundays. It's religious. It's a day. We call it our Sunday fun day there. And
It is your
it's
religion.
all about
It
football
is.
that day.
Yeah. It's
And
like
we
you guys
enjoy
should
it.
be from
Brings us
Texas.
all- I'm from San Antonio.
Are you serious? That fucking brings it all together now. Oh my God. Oh my
Football
God.
is
In Texas, it's
Yeah.
like
Football
God,
is life.
football.
Yep.
And it might not even go in that order
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. That brings it all together,
Yes.
Sky.
We
Oh
have
my
family
God.
that's up north by kind of close to Sacramento, a little town called Willows.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the Honkers.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
high school football team is the Honkers. And
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
kidding, like the whole entire town shuts down.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Dude, it is. We went there, and they have one high school in this little ass town, and then their rivals are the high school in the other town.
Yep.
And they were playing there, and oh my, dude, their fucking mascot is a Canadian goose. What kind of fucking stupid shit is that, right?
The
And they-
honkers.
Dude, the honkers, and then, but so to top it all off, they had these long ass tubes where you could fucking like blow into them, and they'd be like,
Sounded like, a goose.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
We died laughing. It
I-
was so much fun, the energy and
Dude,
stuff around
the
it.
whole town shuts down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, everybody comes out, and oh
It's
my
a great
God.
community.
Dude,
it really
they
is.
had old people with, like, old-ass Letterman jackets on and shit, and I'm going, dude, what the fuck?
That type of energy is amazing.
Isn't it,
Yeah.
though? I had never been around it, you know, like,
It's a lot of
I
fun.
grew up in town, so so that shit, I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing like that sports community, like that energy that it brings, and
Right.
God.
And that's
Yeah.
where you get all your competitiveness, and now it's flowed into this community.
Yeah, hey, I mean, this community is not trying to be competitive or anything, but I mean, sometimes it's just there.
he just wants to be the top one in my life.
There you go. I like that.
Exactly.
As
Which
you
that
should
would
be.
never change.
As you should be.
Exactly. So that's where the competitiveness comes in this lifestyle. Is he just wants to be the one that makes my toes curl.
Right.
And I don't watch it. I don't mind watching when it happens, but I'm like, oh, I want to do it now too.
Like, fuck that, huh? I got something on my sleeve, huh? You just wait, huh?
Exactly.
You know what, though? I love it when it's the woman's idea to come into the lifestyle, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the better chances of it working out.
Definitely.
Typically, when it's the man's idea, it's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, because as a woman, you feel like, am I not good enough for you? And
Right.
that's never been what it's about for us.
But I'm not saying that in every case. I'm not saying it can't, a man can't bring it up and say it's my idea and it not be successful.
Right.
But
Mhm.
overall, when it's the woman's idea, and especially when it's not just the woman being a cock whore, because, there's those type of women.
Yeah.
And I love my cock whores. Like, I love them all.
Yeah.
But I can't stand the cock whores that ignore the other women in the room.
Yeah.
Those cock whores drive me nuts. I'm like, okay,
I
this is an
can't-
inclusive community. I get it. You want to fuck my husband, but also say hello to me
Yeah.
when you walk up to us.
Yeah, I can't
Don't
handle
act
that
like
either.
I'm not here.
Mm-hmm.
And it does happen. I mean, people come up to her, can I kiss him or can I, touch on him? But we love it that they ask.
Yes.
Because, yes, we might be like, oh, no, right now we're in a conversation. Or, oh, yes, go for it. And I've even learned out of the few clubs that we've been to, women are more handsy than even the men are.
Oh,
to women.
100%.
Like, they don't even ask you. They're going to come up sometimes and just, like, we'd be at the bar and, like, almost like, that's not me touching you, honey.
And what's crazy, though, is, like, if it's another man, though, like, I see
It's a
that's
whole
it's a
different
whole different,
ballgame.
it's a whole different thing. And so I don't get off on that shit. I'm just like, dude, wait a second. If it's going to be for one, it's got to be for the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
bullshit.
hate that double standard too, because I've had women come up and pull tails or, get touch where I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on a minute, you got to warn me before.
Yeah, because I don't know. Or,
Yes,
Mhm.
you can't just do that to a man or a woman, and it doesn't make it okay because you have a vagina to just go up and touch somebody or just go up and kiss somebody
Yeah.
without asking. But that's typically more common in a vanilla bar, honestly.
Yeah.
Very rarely does that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in our lifestyle bars, but if you're educated and you've had a tour and you know the rules, it's way less likely to ever happen in one of our clubs versus, your local
Exactly.
bar down the street.
Always
So,
just ask. Always just talk.
right.
It's not a big thing,
It's all about respect.
Yes.
What it all comes down to is just respecting each other.
Right. So when did it evolve to you now wearing a leash?
I'm going to let you go with this one.
Well, it's always been kind of a fantasy of his.
Okay.
And I like to consider myself somewhat of a submissive, especially when it comes to him. At the same time, like I do have my boundaries, but at the same time, I'm like, just tell me what to do, tell me where to go. Like, he's my stylist. I'm like, just tell me what to wear. Like, I don't like to think, because I'm such like an anxious person at home. Like, I'm like, I just want to just let loose and just be free. And so
That's so weird because I'm like that in the bedroom. So I'm so in control. I feel like I'm very controlling outside of the bedroom with a lot of things, with my work, with the kids even, and I try to step back. But in the bedroom, I'm like, do whatever, tie me up, do whatever.
yeah, like just tell me what to do.
yeah,
Like,
flip me that way, flip me this way.
Huh.
just make me
Take
feel
control. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hell yeah. You better know how to lay
Now-
it down. huh?
Now with women, are you the same way?
he likes to pass me off to women. He likes to hand off the leash and be like, take care of her. And
Oh.
I'm totally good with that.
So
I'm-
the same thing.
yeah, like
Oh, yeah. And it's always the women who are like, I don't know. I don't want to. I'll release you. I don't think you want to be on here. And it's like, no. Like,
No.
it's our comfortability, it's our secureness with each other for us to even get to that level. Like, hey.
But at the same time, like, I do like to take control sometimes when it comes to women, because I'm like, the first time I ever put a strap-on on, it was like the greatest thing in the world. I'm like, okay, like let me like control this for a minute, you know? Like it was amazing.
The power.
Yeah, exactly.
The power.
Exactly. It was the power of it, and I highly enjoyed it too. But I like both aspects.
Yep.
It just depends, huh?
Exactly. It's about the energy.
Yes. Yes.
It's about-
Piggybacking though, for all the guys that listen to this off the strap-on thing, she does say after every time she goes, "Damn, that is a lot of work. I really respect what you guys do."
Yeah, those fucking squat thrusts really
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
come in
Yeah.
handy.
Oh,
aren't they?
Like it's work. It's not just like you're like, "Oh God, the core, everything."
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a lot of
it's a
work.
lot of work.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
even just being on top as a woman, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
You better have done your your squats.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes.
it's a lot of work.
But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel bad missing the gym today because I just did about 100 squats
I'm
in a
good.
row.
Right.
I'm fine. But with the leash, why I also like it is, and how she said, like, I'll pass her off to a woman. Because, yeah, I might go talk to someone, probably go to the restroom after all the beverages and water from the night that were there. I'll come back, and she's just, like, surrounded by guys. So where I just come in, I don't even say shit. I'll grab my drink and just stand there.
These
I'm like, you guys will wait for me to leave to come up and try to talk to her?
All
fucking
the time.
vultures, huh?
Yes.
Those
All
fuckers
the
be
time.
circling.
So I
circling.
like it. I'm like, and I'll just like
Ugh.
any girl at the bar, if we know her, I'll be like, here, can you hold her? I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. And then they're just talking. It's not just, I mean, I walk back. I'm like,
It's the comfort and the
Good
security
God.
of it.
Right.
like you guys couldn't, if I would have respected you more if you came up and talked while I was standing.
Yeah, no
100%.
shit.
It goes both ways. Again, it's a respect thing. It's
Yes.
just like the cock whores who ignore me.
Yes.
It's a respect thing. I hate that.
Yes.
I hate that happens to me at almost. We just went to a vanilla club in Las Vegas, a lifestyle club in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I got up to use the restroom, and when I'm waiting in line outside the restroom
Mhm.
door, some guy comes up behind me, whispers in my ear, "Can I show you my dick?" Right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy, I turned around and I'm like, this guy has walked by us 25 plus times tonight
Yeah.
and not even said hi to either one of us. And then he waits till I'm alone in front of the bathroom door and comes up behind and whispers in my ear.
That's not okay.
And
And-
what sucks is, my wife didn't say anything until we left, and I was all
Because
oh,
I can
fuck
handle it
that
at this
shit.
point.
She does
Fuck
allow you to
that
blow
shit.
off. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
But see, I don't blow up. I just, I let him know, because, you gotta fucking command respect. And
Yep.
fuck you, dude. Like, it's cool if you're gonna fucking do that, but fucking man the fuck up. You got fucking
Mhm.
nuts? Then fucking say something,
Yep.
But in the beginning, he would leave me alone at the ranch, and what would happen to her, he'd go to the bathroom, and it would be a swarm.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm that girl.
yeah.
And so I would be nice. And then it got to the point where now I've learned you just have to say no. And all you have to really say is no, thank you. I'm not interested. Or just
There you
no.
go. I like
and
that.
there's even still some guys that will still try to keep pursuing it. It's like, no, I'm
Right.
not into that. And they'll just like keep talking and keep talking.
yeah.
And
Right.
like you'll turn your whole body language away and it's like, dude, get the fucking hint.
Right.
Oh my God.
exactly.
And dude, yeah, get
Yeah.
the fucking
And see,
hint, dude.
Those are the people that make the lifestyle that give it a little bit of a bad name sometimes because they don't understand.
no.
It's
means
like,
no.
hey, yeah, come over and talk to us when we're together. Even if we say, hey, you have zero shot, like we don't do that. You at least came over and talked. But for you to swarm or come up and whisper in your ear when you've literally seen us all night like that,
Right.
I know.
Once you lose respect in anything, doesn't mean a lifestyle or anything. Once you lose respect for someone, it's very, 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 very hard for you to get it back.
Right.
And now you just made
Yeah.
an unfriend. Like
Yeah.
we ain't gonna. Don't even come and say hi now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is just because I'm not going to fuck you doesn't mean that we might not end up being great friends.
Exactly.
We're into the same things, we frequent the same places, we know the same people. So
Yes.
don't fuck this up. Otherwise, I'm going to straight ignore you the next time I see you because you've completely lost
Yeah.
my respect.
Exactly.
Oh God.
But it took me a long time to now, be able to flash forward to this bar in Vegas and just say, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And shut him down without feeling like, oh my God, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, babe, just tell him fucking no. Tell him get the fuck out of here. And she's all, I just can't. No, I just can't do that.
Yep. In
And
the
I'm all,
beginning, I was like that
why
completely.
are you whispering right now? Because there's standing over there. I'm like, it's okay. Come on now. Just say something. And she's like, okay. Now
Yeah.
she is. Oh,
Now
yeah.
I can.
I like that.
But it happened twice that same night. It's not just men. So a lesbian, that same night, I go up to the bathroom, come out, and as soon as I come out, she's waiting. And she's like, I could eat the shit out of your pussy. And I just was like,
It's a little forward.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
And I just kept going. And because, again, like, this same girl walked by me 10 times, never said anything to me. And just like, men can be assholes to you guys and cock whores, you also have the lesbians.
Yeah.
And you
Oh my
have the
God.
lesbians that absolutely hate men.
Yeah.
Whether they're fucking them or not, they don't even want to be
What-
in their realm.
I mean,
No.
it's for some people,
It's for some people, I get it.
Yeah.
But, it's like,
But
dude,
still, respect needs to be given out at all times. Doesn't matter,
Exactly.
male,
Right.
female,
yeah.
Trans.
Yeah.
gender, whatever. Yes.
Or even just cross-dressers.
Yeah.
Because we have that issue, too, at some of the places that we
Mhm.
frequent. Like, just because you put on a skirt doesn't not make you a dick or a predator.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you just can't, you don't get respect because you
Yeah.
had the balls
don't.
to put on a skirt.
You don't
Exactly.
get a free pass.
No.
No, not at all.
And so, yeah, it's hard. That's the one downside of the lifestyle. Because overall, the community is so open,
Oh, yeah.
accepting.
Yes.
Like, lifestyle people in general are probably the easiest people in the world to talk to.
yeah.
It really is.
I know.
I
They're-
mean, that's why we say we'll never go to another bar out here because the ranch is like, it's a second home. You
Right?
feel so
Right.
comfortable going there, and you surround yourselves with the people that are going to respect you and have your back there. And, like we were playing pool the other day, and I, flashed in my fucking vagina, and he's like, we'd get kicked out of a regular bar for you doing that. And I'm
Well, you
like,
cheated because I was on the A-ball shot. You were cheating for one, but yeah.
Mhm.
And I missed bad, too.
It's
Oh,
a-
I-
it's
I-
only-
I
it's only
missed
cheating.
so bad.
It's only cheating if I touch you, I thought.
Okay, fair.
Wow. Making up
Wow.
rules on the fly, huh?
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I feel more secure in a bar like this because you have for 95, 99%, everyone follows the rules and everyone is respectful. At a regular bar, you're at maybe a 50-50 shot
Right.
now. You just have that guy sitting over at the bar and it's like, God, I don't want to come choke you against the wall right now. I swear to God.
I know. Just please don't. Huh?
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
Just
right
not
now.
right now.
Come
Just
on.
not right now. We're just trying to hang out. Just please
Yeah.
don't. Just stop. Just
you
stop.
know, but in a lifestyle bar, you're more comfortable and you understand the conversations and there's tits out basically everywhere, so no one's just gonna be like,
Oh my God, huh? Oh my God, boobs. Yes.
like you
yes,
act like
guy.
you've been there before.
Right.
Oh, sometimes
Some
at the
of them
ranch.
though, I mean, I'm just
Sometimes
saying, like I
at the
said,
ranch,
95,
man.
99.
Yeah.
You get those.
Yeah.
If you look overall at the amount of people that go there and how busy it is in general, for it not to have security
Yes.
this whole time, I mean,
That's shocking.
yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
need it, and for the most part, there's been, a handful of times in the
Yeah, and the
years
yeah.
that we've been going there
Yeah.
that
The community looks out for the community,
It is.
basically.
Yeah.
it is that
Because
way.
there are, even when I used to bartend at the ranch, there was instances where guys got a little too handsy with the girl, and the guys were like already on him, like, "Hey, you need to stop. We're gonna take you over here, and this isn't gonna happen anymore.
Right.
And if you do it a second time, you're gone. Like you don't come back, or you're probably gonna get your ass beat."
Yeah. I know. There's a few times.
There's a few
There was a few
times.
Doug was like, "Hey, I need some help."
Yeah. It's gotta come from. I'm like, all right.
And everybody's like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah.
Really? Because I mean, no one wants for the majority anyone to feel uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And nobody wants one person to fuck up everybody else's night.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it kind of does sometimes. Like
Yeah.
when that bad incident happens, it brings it down for a good hour. Like everyone's just all on edge and
It's like a
everyone's just
damper.
looking
Yeah.
around and
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
The
I-
energy changes.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
does. It does. Fucking
So-
energy.
It happens. But yeah, I was
Fucking
shocked when we
energy.
went there and there was not even like a security guard. Like not one. Not
Right.
even just someone. Because I'm like, I love you, Doug, but I don't know who you're going to stop.
Right? Dude, we thought the same thing when we went there. We were like, dude, you guys have like nobody here to like defend anybody or anything.
But then you understand. Like
exactly.
everybody knows everybody at this
Yes.
point.
And they all just police it themselves, kind of.
Do you
In
wanna
a
go?
proper way.
So yeah, at FA it's volunteer bartenders. And so we had offered to volunteer because we both been in the restaurant industry since I was like 20. So
Oh, wow.
I've been in it for about 15 years now. I mean, it allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom most of the time. So that's why I've always stayed in the restaurant business. But So we started volunteering there, and you'd get, you know, some free passes to come. You know, and when it's $100 a night, it's like, oh yeah, I'll take a free pass. I'll bartend here, you know, and you still make tips, and people tip great.
And it's fun. I
That's
mean, we're
so
still in
cool.
the atmosphere. We're just pouring drinks.
Right.
Right.
You know, we can still dress up for the theme of it. We were still able to have a good time. So
Still
yeah.
get to chat with people.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a 2-for-1 thing. You're
Exactly.
getting money from it,
Yeah.
you know, and you get to fucking come in free next
Oh.
time.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's,
hell
and
yeah.
it's a lot easier to meet people. Like, starting
It's
to
very
work at the
icebreakers.
ranch, like, I've met so many people because I've been able to connect with them on that separate level than, like, the level, like, oh, this is, like, awkward. Are we trying to hook up? Are we not trying to hook up?
Right.
Like, I'm working here.
Oh,
Me-
right. That's so awesome. You
Yeah.
know, and you know that you're not going there to hook up.
Yeah.
So it's just like a free thing.
It's
like, hey, you know,
fun.
boom.
It's a fun place
We're
to work.
also more on the shy side, I would think, or introvert.
A little bit.
A little bit on that side, where we'll get lost in our own little bubble. Like even at the ranch, we'll be sitting our thing. We're lost in each other. You know, I just hope no one ever thinks like, oh, they're just so stuck up. They don't want to talk
I
to
mean,
anybody.
we have people walk by us all the time like, you guys are still sitting
Like,
here.
we enjoy our company. Like, we're mom and dad or Skylar and Anna all week. But when we go out, you know, we're us again. We're you know, we're on our date.
Oh my gosh.
And
Like you know, your date, like you're reconnecting.
Yes.
we're reconnecting.
And God, man.
But we're not trying to forget
Yeah.
about anyone else. We get lost in each other at points, and sometimes it is hard for us to just go out and talk. So when people come and talk to us, like we can get into a conversation easily,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
but we're typically not the first ones to go out and kind of look for it or start it,
Yeah.
more or less. So yeah, bartending, it helped us meet people, and they're like, oh, they're okay, they're not bad people. It's like, yeah,
Man, yeah. People think the same thing, you
Yeah.
know, because it's like
we get that a lot.
because you know, like you guys like love each other. And
Exactly.
we love each other, and I still love her time.
Yes.
You know, and her everything. So when we get to go out, it's the same fucking thing. We don't get to have these conversations at home all fucking week.
Yeah, not
Oh,
in
no.
front of
You know,
kids,
yeah.
you know?
And
Yeah.
there's this group of what we refer to as like the old school swingers. And we love them, but they're like the generation before us.
Yes.
And they're still very active in the lifestyle, which I think is amazing because the confidence on the ladies and the men.
Yes.
It's like what the lifestyle in general does for you on a personal level, even outside of your relationship, is amazing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because, I mean, there's some people that we'll see that are, you know, pushing up there in age, and they still try.
It's like, you're still rocking it.
Yes.
Good for you.
Mhm.
Yes, and they
Yes.
are into each other, and they're happy in their marriages, and they've been going, you know, 50 plus years doing this.
Yes.
And it's amazing to see that. But those old school, you know, that old school group of people really did it in a much different way than
Mhm.
it's done now. And they don't understand how somebody can just be so into each other and ignore. Because they were like,
Yes.
Yeah.
especially then when it was less socially accepted, they went crazy. It was like
the
rabbits.
watches and the keys, you don't even know who you're hooking up with. They're like,
right.
who
Oh my
had
God.
the
Well, it's that swingers
Casio
term,
watch?
you know? And now
Uh-huh.
it's the lifestyle
It
term.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a social thing. Like it doesn't. We might want to go out into the lifestyle. We might not. We don't even want to hook up with anyone today. We're just out and about with the people we connect with. But I do see what you're saying. That older generation, it's like, do you guys want to hook up? You guys want to split up right now? Like it's a wham bam. Let's do it.
Right.
Not like, hey, we're just here to chill, have some drinks, play some pool. She may be stripping and getting naked. Who knows? No expectations on the night.
No
Right.
sexpectations.
Expectations.
There we go.
Yes.
No
Ever.
sexpectations.
Yes.
When we
Let it
first
go.
started going there, like the first few times, it was like, oh my God, we're going there to hook up, and you
Yeah.
know, like,
Right.
we're doing this,
you
you know.
feel more pressure.
And then,
Right.
and then we go there and we're like, dude, like just because we met this person or people or whatever, you know, like we might not all be clicking. Like, you know, do we still fucking do this right now and shit, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like, but like the older generation is like, all right, so
It's
7
9:30.
o'clock, 7 o'clock, you know, we're going, like, you know, like meet us down there.
I got to be in bed by
Yeah.
11, so
Yeah, dude, and we're all, dude, how the fuck do you schedule sex? or
Yes.
spontaneity.
Yes.
You know, like how the
I
fuck
want
do you
a
do
little
that?
chemistry. I want, like, if we're talking, I'm like, I want to rip your. I want to get to that point.
Yes.
Not just. All right, it's time to go perform.
All right,
Start
yeah.
stretching.
I know. All right, it's getting up there. It's getting a little late. Yeah, fuck that.
yeah.
I did learn though from at FA again, very square, very shy. Even our first few times, like in the cubby with the towel on the door, like no one could see. I became a huge exhibitionist.
No shit.
Yes.
Like we'd be
Really?
upstairs.
Like, he's not kidding. We'd have, like, the towel on the cubby. Like, nobody can see us. Like, this is, like,
Again,
awkward.
very new to it all. I was very I was baby stepping. And then we ended up going up into, again, it's the orgy room, but still people have to ask if they can touch.
Right.
I just looked at it as like, we're in center stage and I want to show off. So we'd be fucking upstairs having a good time. I mean, I remember at one point I had you bent over and some guy just comes up and high fives me like, bro, this is amazing. And I'm like, you guys have been standing there for 15 minutes watching. Okay, I hope it's amazing. Like, you know, so I was like,
God damn
oh,
it.
shit. I like to be watched.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, so I mean, I've learned things even about myself through it.
Right.
You know, things that, you know, she grew and found out she was more into that bisexual side. Like, that's her turn. I found out, okay, I like to be watched, which in my life, I never would have thought I would have been okay with that.
Really?
Yes.
Ever. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm not really like the exhibitionist type and shit.
I am
and
more.
she is
Oh,
more.
yeah.
But like, I have no problem playing like when it's a group setting and shit, like within, you know, with other couples or whatever. I just hate when we're the only ones doing it.
Yeah.
You know, dude, I understand.
No, I get
you
it.
know,
Again,
I never
it's-
thought.
it's
I got
feeding
lost
off
into the
energy.
bubble.
It's
Yeah.
live porn.
Right.
it is live porn.
It is.
Yes.
And which is cool. Like, I'm cool to be your live porn, but if you better be my live porn too.
Yeah.
Fuck that
exactly.
shit. Like,
So,
you
like,
know,
we
right?
love each
Yeah,
other.
come on
and
now.
see, and that's what was so contagious because, yeah, people would get on the bed and they would start doing their thing. And again, they asked. You know, there
Right.
were points in times where a guy, like, grabbed your ass and I'd be like, whoa, no. We ask first. Doesn't even matter if we're up here. You still need to ask.
Right.
I'm going to let you know what's going on. And just, yeah, when the contagiousness of it.
Mhm.
And I never thought, like, I always thought I'd be behind the door, like, lights, you know. No, I found out I loved it. Like, it drove me a little bit. I was like, you want to go upstairs? Want to go right now? That's why I wish at the ranch right now they had a little bit more because it's just a little too crowded.
Right?
There's just people on top
Yeah.
of
Right.
people.
There's
like,
the
we had
beds.
fun when the couches and the beds were like the gene gun stuff was, like I
Yes.
was saying.
Because
like
it's
that
spread
area.
out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
So
know,
you don't get just those
It's
one
not
weird
everybody
guys
just
like-
surrounding the columns staring at each other.
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And
COVID
you're-
has messed everything up. Damn it.
Even if it wasn't COVID, them motherfuckers got everything fucked up back there. You know, fix your shit, man.
Open just
Yeah.
back it how it was. Open it back how
Yes.
it was. Just open
Yeah.
that
You
up.
know.
Give us a little bit more room. It gets a little too hot down there right now. Summer's
Right.
coming. I don't need the hot tub. I don't need the
know.
showers.
I
Just
know.
give me a little bit more room.
Dude,
Right.
Yeah, here comes some fucking mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respiratory problems. Hey, thanks a lot, ranch. This motherfucker.
So overall, would you say your biggest obstacle now, when navigating the lifestyle, is being parents?
This past year, we just started leaving our home alone. And
Okay.
so I think that is a lot easier for us. During the school year, we do a lot of stuff as families on the weekend, so we don't go out as much. Summer is like our biggest time to go out.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 days
But
easily out.
It's starting to ease up for us a little bit more now that she's getting older.
Nice.
Just-
Isn't it so awesome?
Oh my
Once
god.
they start getting older, isn't it so much easier?
I mean, she's asking us like, "Are you guys? Can you leave
love
now?"
it.
Right.
Can you
Yeah.
leave
Love
now?
it.
Because she wants a little bit of alone time.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
getting
it.
into her own, and
Yeah.
so you know it's been so much better this past year.
She wants to be on the phone, or she wants to be FaceTiming friends, or playing her video games. Like, we're at home. We're like, you want to do something with us? No.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we're going to go out. Are you okay? Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, once it became that way for us, we were like, shit. Don't you fuck to me with a
Bye.
good time.
She
We're
like
gone.
Well, she knows this is when you brush your teeth. This is when you need to be in bed. And yeah, she has herself. We'll text her throughout the entire night. I have my
Right.
watch on where it comes right to me without having to pull my phone out. Like
Yeah.
we stay in contact and we trust her enough. Plus, our 3 big ass huskies also is a
Right?
security.
That
thing
is a
for
Yeah.
us.
really big
she,
fucking
She
security.
feels safe, and
Yeah.
that's what it's about.
8 minutes, 10 minutes from the ranch.
Right.
So if there's ever a moment where she hasn't responded to a text within moments, my ass is gonna be
Yeah.
running home.
And we have some great neighbors, so they're always home too. So we trust our neighbors too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of those things too with the old school generation again, is we had the hardest time when we first got into the lifestyle. Our kids were young.
yeah.
And, so it was like maybe once or twice a month that you would see us at an event,
Mhm.
or
That's how we
if
were.
that.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes.
we have
5
kids.
kids.
and
know?
responsibilities, work, and all that on top of it. And it's very hard. You have to prioritize shit in your
Yeah.
life. And, having sex with other people wasn't.
And see, with
The
the old
top
school,
of that priority.
Up there, but
generation,
not
they
up
don't
there.
they don't have the younger kids, But at
Right.
the same time, they give us inspiration. Like, okay, we're gonna be at your age one day, so where you
Right.
don't have the kids,
Right.
and you only have the kids for a little bit of time, so we're trying to enjoy it as much as we can.
I know.
Right.
Especially like when your kids are young and they like you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
because
I
dude,
haven't. I'm dreading the teenage years with my
dude,
daughter.
okay,
Fuck.
so our youngest just turned 13. So we have no more like younger kids anymore.
Okay.
So now everybody falls in line, and so it's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Okay, and so because the youngest ones have seen their brothers go, all right, you know, like we've matured and we don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
So now they're like, well, like fuck you.
We
You
want to
know?
hang out
No.
with
We
them.
want-
and
we
they're
wanna
not
hang out with
hanging
them.
you.
Yeah.
And we're all,
Contagious.
are you fucking serious? Like, what do you guys want? Let's go do something. They're just like,
Yeah, a big part of that was COVID, though, too. And I think for our kids, at least, that whole change, you know, it wasn't a huge change other than we were very active as a family. We would travel
Yeah.
a lot. We would, you know, be doing activities or sports or they'd
Mhm.
go to Defy or Top Golf, or we were doing things like that all the time with them.
Yeah.
And so when you have to manage all of that, young kids and jobs and stuff like that, you know, the lifestyle takes a back
Oh,
seat.
yeah.
Exactly. As it should.
Yeah, 100%. And I think people just think in general, if you tell them you're in the lifestyle or how this all works, that, you know, all we're doing is going out and fucking every day and night.
Yeah, it's the taboo of it all.
Yes.
yes.
Again, it's just that old way of thinking about it.
It really
Because
is.
You can have it all. You can have the family. You can do it if you do it right.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
you have to know where your priorities lie. And then, yeah, when you get to go have fun, you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you've waited,
Because
you haven't been out.
even after the kids are gone, it's like I have to deal with you once she's gone. So
Right.
I'm gonna enjoy you now and forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
Mhm.
working on your relationship every day because, yeah, we're not doing it because of our daughter. We're not together because of our daughter or because of this. We want to be together.
Right.
You know? Even in the lifestyle now, we get reached out to and propositioned a lot. Like, hey, are you guys full? We would love to swap with you guys. Like, hey, you know, that's what we're about. For us, it's not about that. We want to be a team.
Bam.
A website or through a
Through
social media,
Cassidy.
Cassidy. There we go. You know, someone reached out to us and was like, "Hey, like," and it was the husband. He's like, "I want you two to come over and have fun with my wife." And it was literally the husband. He was the coolest guy. Like, we get there, he gave us drinks. She's upstairs, strapped to the bed. You guys want to hang out down here for a while and all this?
You want to smoke some weed?
No, like really, like, and he's like,
Exactly.
we were just having small talk, and he's all like, "Nope, she's just up there waiting. She knows, like, I have a
She's
surprise for
handcuffed
her."
and blindfolded to the bed.
Like, I have a surprise for her, and like he was giving us all these scenarios where I'm like, what, is she cool with this? Like, what's going on? And then we get up there, and, you know, we were talking to her. Us three had fun. He just stood back and took photos and got us water and towels and stuff.
yeah,
Literally, I swear you not.
it was
we
great.
meet
That's
up with
awesome.
we meet up with them or not. We meet with them at the ranch. They run into us, and she came over to us and she goes, "You two were the most amazing team." That made my lifestyle, my decade, for us to be that team because it knows, like, they see, like, we're not in it just to go and do our own things or just
Right.
to do this. Because, yeah, we'd have a lot more options of who we played with if we were fully. And that's never been the case. We want to be we want to experience this together.
Yeah,
And for her to come over and say that, I was like, oh my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That,
Meant
that's
everything.
That's amazing because you know, like, it's very few couples like you guys, like us. You know,
Yeah.
who like stick to it together.
yes,
Yes.
You know, because dude, we tend to find like they flow through it together, like in the
To a
very beginning.
point.
You know, like 6 months, maybe a year, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, one of them's not getting something out of it,
Right.
yeah.
and it's like, hey,
No.
we need to open it up and do singles. You know, and it's like, oh,
And
oh,
see,
okay, you
That
know, and
has
that works
been
for them.
proposition to
you
us
know?
multiple times.
Same here.
To the
you
point
know,
where
Yeah.
communication is everything, and it doesn't. I don't know if we would take that step, but I've brought it up to. I was like, "Are you still okay with what we're doing? Or have you wanted anything more in the lifestyle?" And it's always been like, "No, like we want to do this together."
Yep.
And
See,
it's never
and
been.
that's the communication.
Yes.
So the trust,
The
the
good and bad.
respect, the communication is always,
it's everything.
it has to be top notch in any relationship,
Mhm.
no matter if it's a throuple or
yeah.
no matter if it's, you know, a monogam-ish relationship.
Exactly.
You know, that is so key. And the fact that you check in, because it doesn't have to stay the same.
Yeah.
Rules can change,
Yeah.
and you can
I
go
mean,
in and
even
out.
during hooking up, we still check in with each other, and we still
Right.
have that unspoken connection where, like, is this okay? Like, you know, and without even saying anything, we connect that way,
Right.
and
See?
that's so important.
That's why I fucking love you guys.
I Well, you know what?
Hell yeah.
We can't thank you guys enough for coming.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
been awesome.
I so
Yes.
appreciate you having us.
Thank you
yes,
guys
thank you
so
for
much.
sharing your story
Mhm.
and, you know, just showing people out there that Love is love.
Love
Uh,
is
exactly.
love.
And you can have everything
You
as
can.
long as you just prioritize.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes.
You
You
have
know?
to know what you want, and you have to, know we have responsibilities and the good and the bad. And yeah, I mean, no relationship's ever going to be smooth, right? You're going to have
Right.
your ups and downs. It's how you ride that wave together.
Don't you hate it though? Like when you're trying to hook up with people and they don't have small kids, and they're all, "You guys just can't do this."
Yeah.
You're all, "Dude, no."
Yeah.
Like,
I have to plan it sometimes.
Maybe next month.
yes, right?
Yeah,
You know, yeah, we
she
have
has
to plan
this
it.
big
Thank
project in school right now that somehow we have to do half of it. So yeah, I didn't know I was back in school.
you. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is fucking.
See, Drew could never relate with us on
No,
this subject.
no.
Hey, we've talked about a second one, and we're all like, God, but we just
No.
started going
No.
out.
No.
No.
Let me tell you guys.
wanna-
Hold on. Let me tell
If
you
they
guys
were
right.
like 2 years apart, that
They're
would be
two- yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Then-
She could
She's
babysit
8.
him now.
Right.
Dude, and so see, like I have 2 younger brothers. So one's 5 years younger than me. One's 9 years younger than
The
me.
relationship's
Dude,
very, yeah.
their relationship is way closer than either, and they don't even know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, dude, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, dude, my fucking
Yeah.
middle brother, I'm like, dude, who the fuck are
Yeah,
you?
she's
Yeah.
about to be 11, so I mean,
You
by the
know?
day she's gonna be a teenager, but like, I don't want nothing to do with.
Yeah, she's
this.
trying.
Right.
We've asked her too, and she's like, "No, I'm good.
No, dude.
More puppies."
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you want something, if you want another baby, get a puppy.
That's why we got our
That's
second
how.
puppy.
That's how we got the second one.
Yeah, but three of your guys' puppies. Don't get another puppy.
No, we're good right now.
Yeah.
They're more of a handful than the kid is.
Puppies never
I like
grow
the way
up.
you look up.
No.
Yeah, we
That
good right
stops
now.
us from like traveling and doing. Like, all right, you're almost old enough to stay at home if we went and traveled somewhere to watch the dogs. 'Cause
Right.
Dude,
We have that
we're
same
getting
problem.
ready to go on vacation, right? And we thought our dog was pregnant, and I was like, the thought of it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
bulldog puppies. God, it's so, dude, it makes me happy, so happy right now just thinking about
So
it.
we
but
got
then
so
she
lucky.
wasn't pregnant, and I was like, it was
Yeah.
like one of those false pregnancies. And when it happened, I was like, oh my god, no, fuck no, we gotta get her fucking fixed. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like I can't even picture like 5 puppies just like
And
rolling
5
around,
kids.
and
I couldn't get rid of any of them.
I know, I just
Really?
love puppies
Right.
so much.
No, like they're my babies, and we got so lucky because our female, like the baby is from the female and the dad, our 2.
Oh yeah, you
They
told
only
us
Yeah.
had
that.
one.
They only
Oh,
had
you
one.
said
It was
that.
like a miracle baby.
It was.
It was the
Oh,
single
God.
pup syndrome.
No,
No, really.
If we would have had more, he would have kept
See,
them all.
oh my
I
god!
would have had like
Shut
land
up.
out in like Colorado Springs or
Yes.
Castle Rock and
Yes.
having them all because I could not like.
Right?
Are they being taken care
Oh
of?
my
Are they in
God.
a good home? Like, are
Dude,
they
you
not
can't-
making sure they get out of their yard? They're escape artists, damn it.
Me and fucking Skylar are like this one.
I couldn't have done
I
it.
love
They're
puppies,
my.
dude,
Oh
they're-
my
oh,
god.
God. I know she's like, a couple nights ago, we get home fucking late as shit, and I'm all right. She goes, I gotta lay down right now, and I'm like, yep. Stupid fucking hungry. I gotta go eat something. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and like, here comes the fucking little dog, and I'm just like, yeah, come here,
What are we snacking on?
come here,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm just like, come here,
She's always
and
with me. I'll
and then
bowl
she-
cereal. She wants to lick the bowl.
dude, she's like comes at like top of the stairs, and I'm like, both puppies on the ground. I'm like,
Yep.
Aren't we going to bed?
Aren't we going to bed? And I'm just like,
But
yeah.
the babies.
But oh my god, dude, he's like 1 year old, so he's like he's not
Yeah.
a baby, but
We have to we have to put the baby gate up on the stairs if we want to have any fun upstairs because they'll be at the door scratching. We're like, all right, we can't even let you upstairs, and then we just hear. Oh my
yeah,
God.
see, mm-hmm.
when
we know that
when
shit.
we're having
Ugh.
mommy daddy time and they start that shit, I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh hell
I yell at them through the door. I'm like, this is our time right now.
See, this is why the neighbors all probably know us because we just leave the back door open for them. Like, go outside, and then all the neighbors hear me, and I'm like, fuck. Well, the
you're
neighbors
not
know me
that
now.
quiet.
hey, that's right.
Neighbors know my name.
That's right, babe.
All
all right,
right.
guys.
Well, we really appreciate it.
And we
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
you guys having us. This
Hell
was a
yeah.
lot of fun.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. It was a lot of fun catching up with Skylar and Anna. And we really, really appreciate all of your support. So please go on YouTube, like and subscribe, and check us out on all of your apps that you use for podcasting. iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, we're on all of them. Also check us out on our website, Monogam-ish Podcast.com. And don't forget, there's a dash between the M and the I.